Hey everybody, welcome to Everyday Family Adventure. I'm Trent.
And I'm Siobhán.
And we are just interrupting our weekly family vlog to show you guys something that you've been really wanting to see. It's been a year in coming, and with all the new changes that we've made in July, it's been a couple months since you guys have been asking, but today we're gonna do our RV tour.
Woohoo!
You ready?
RV tour!
So we're gonna start on the outside today. So here she is. We call her RB. She's our FORETRAVEL U300 SC. She's got a 420 horsepower engine, and she's a diesel pusher. She's awesome, and we have so loved calling her home for the past
almost 2 years.
Almost
2 years in January.
years. Yeah. So welcome to our home. Let's bring you on the front. I'm gonna give the camera to Siobhán though. And I'm gonna do all the outside stuff. So here's the FORETRAVEL, front of the FORETRAVEL, to show you this real quick. It's got a really cool like spotlight searchlight, which I've actually used. I mean, it's so rare when it comes in handy. We don't like to pull into places late at night, but when it is dark and I can't see, sometimes pulling into a spot, I can rotate that top light really quickly. Antenna up on the top and the Hadley horns up front makes it really cool when somebody's being not fun on the road. You can just pop those Hadleys and scare the living daylights out of them. So we'll come over this way. It's kind of fun when you're driving 40 feet of vehicle and you're a little intimidating. So.
You're the biggest thing on the road, right?
Yeah. Here's my Grand Solomon. All right, go play, Goober. You're so dirty. Okay, so this coach rides on air, which is awesome. We've got these awesome airbags here that, you know, kind of travel ride and air suspension while you're going down the road. Really smooth ride, which is great. And because it's a diesel pusher, everything up in the front is really quiet, honestly. So here's the diesel and propane bay. 148 gallon diesel tank. 53 gallon propane tank. It's a beast. It's really awesome.
Propane.
Yeah. And it's really cool. Keep moving on. This is a really cool automatic air step, and that's where we keep the chalk. That's where I keep my tools. Pretty nice. It's obviously a little cluttered right now, but kind of I've got a little project going on, but I can roll this out and kind of access my tools really quickly. It's just a short little bay, but that comes in handy because it's right up front. This is the part that everybody loves to see. This is our main storage compartment, and it's a Joey bed, which is awesome. This makes everybody at the RV parks really jealous because the whole thing comes out, which is really great. So obviously it makes really great storage for all of our stuff. We can get to it really quickly. Access is awesome. I actually keep my ice maker right up front there, so I'll just take it right here and plug it in here. And then for the most part, to keep little fingers out of it, I'll just keep that door closed, which is awesome, because otherwise the kids are getting in the ice maker and that's gross. So we'll keep coming around the back. Zippy awnings. So we've got awnings on all the windows, and then we've got one big awning that comes out. I don't have it out right now, but we use it a lot, and we love it. It makes the home feel bigger, honestly, when the awning's out. So I'm doing a little project because I have to change my water pump out right now. And hasn't come in the mail yet, but this is where all of my water heater, water pump, all of my water connections in there. Shut off black and gray tanks right there on this side. This is my starter battery compartment. Right in here. This is the 6-pack right there. Had to learn a lot about that last year when my coach wouldn't start. Come on, back this way. This is the part that everybody loves to see. The engine. Okay, so here's the engine. Ladder access. Comes up. Locks in. That's dirty. Here she is. So this is a Cummins M11, 420 horsepower with an Allison transmission. It's really cool. I've had to do a couple things in here since we've had it. This is a really cool thing too. We didn't show you guys in the boys' bedroom, but I can take Graham's bed and put it down, and then we have access up here in the bedroom for the engine, which is a really nice feature that you can access it all over the place.
Daddy, open up the bed.
I can't open up the bed right now because your bed's down. Okay, let me bring you guys on the other side. So here's the coach batteries. Here's the wet bay. Kind of dirty right now. So what you have right here, let me just point these things out a little bit. This is, a lot of people have these, but not everybody. They don't come stock. You have to have these put in. But it's really nice when I'm, at a place and this is a heavy cord. Just put it right back in. I don't need to fiddle with it. Usually I have a towel and I clean it off while I'm doing that too. The other nice thing is this was something else that was installed in this coach specifically. And this is just for filling my water tank. We have a 106 gallon water tank in here, which comes in handy a lot. We do a lot of boondocking, and that means that we're using our tanks a lot. So there's the wet bay. This is the other side of the Joey bed, which is awesome because it's got these really great drawers right here for little things. This is where I keep like straps for towing the vehicle, and this is where I keep all of Siobhán's clotheslines for hanging up the clothes, a light that I hang up on the awning, and just odds and ends. We got fishing tackle in here, zip ties. I mean, you just name it. It's just the little things that don't go good in the Joey bed and keeps everything really clean. And I usually keep all my documentation right here too, because it's not something that I need to access very often, but when I do, I need to access it quickly. And then other cables and stuff I'll put in that tote right there. So really, after about almost 2 years in this thing, I've gotten really good at how I like to pack this thing. And with the Joey bed going in and out, I obviously have to have less stuff on this side. I carry all my music gear in here for all the shows we do, and it's where it needs to be. So I like how it's all put together. And then, just in case you thought that was a lot of storage, we have even more storage, which is great. This is where I keep like extra odds and ends, more of the things that are seasonal. This is like my seasonal compartment. For one, I keep an extra propane tank in here and our propane fire pit, because when we're hanging out with friends in the winter, I can get that out. Also, I have the Lego tent box in here and the Lego tent kept in here, because when we're at a campground for a little bit of time, I just put that in there too. Last one is the generator. Here she is. My dad and I cleaned it up and did a little bit of work on here. So that's all around the coach and everything. Why don't we go on inside and Siobhán will give us the tour of the inside. Cool? Let's do it. Come on in.
So you are now inside our home. If you've seen in our previous video, we had 2 couches. We still have 2 couches, and our bed is actually the other couch. We moved up here because we really felt like we needed to be in the main space at the end of the day, in the evening. So we took the back bedroom and we made it into a bunk room for our boys, and we'll show you that in a little bit. But first off is our bed. As you can see, this does not look comfortable to lay down on. It works awesome for driving, and each of our boys has a seat belt. There's 3 on this side, there's 3 on this couch, and we'll put the bed away on drive days. But it was awful to sleep on, so we actually added a memory foam mattress top. Also in our bedroom space we have these cabinets. Obviously they used to be other things, but now that this is our bedroom space, it's pretty much our things. We have these nice like roll away doors, so we keep books and random things. This is my knitting stuff. Our clothes, we haven't really found a great solution for them yet. They're just kind of up in here. And I've been working on these little scripture verses. It's actually Romans 12, where it talks about the attributes of a Christian. And so I've been working on those. They're not done though. But it's good to have stuff like that in your home to remind you who you are. So, and then up here is our office space. And here's the funniest thing, guys. We are totally like RV know-nothings. Because we had this coach for a full year before we realized that these seats turn. We had seen it in so many other motorhomes, and we thought ours were stationary because it was older. This is a 1995, and so we thought, oh, we just have one of those older motorhomes, because so we always had it turned around. It just blocked off the whole space. But now we've realized that we can turn them, so they stay turned around. We use this as a desk area during the day. And we keep our printer up there, obviously not when we're driving. This does not stay up here while we're driving. And this is where Trent and I will get up in the morning and have our coffee and devotionals, and Trent will spend pretty much all day here doing work. Okay, so let's take you guys into the back now. So here in the middle, right when you walk in the door, this is our front entry space. And this is like my most favorite thing that we have bought for this RV, because our whole first, would you say 6 months, maybe even longer, 9 months?
Year.
Year?
We didn't do it till we were in Florida. That was a
yeah,
year.
so we had every different kind of shoe solution you could think of. We had baskets, we had this kind of rack that ended up falling over on the floor. It was a piece of junk. But then we came across the IKEA shoe storage bins, and these are amazing. And we've had this for a long time now, at least 6 months, maybe even longer. But it keeps all your shoes completely hidden away. It stays nice. It comes in many different colors. We liked the black, so we went with black. And yeah, so that frees up the floor space now. We used to have all kinds of stuff in the floor, and it just was not nice to walk into. So also here in our entryway is right here at child level. It's perfect.
She's saying that sarcastic.
This is not the greatest, like, RVs were not built for families, obviously. But right down here at my 3-year-old's eye level is our systems for the coach. We have the trimetric, which tells us if our battery is charged. We have the sea level system, which tells us how much is in our tanks, and also the voltage that our battery is at, propane, things like that. This one is our EMS system. This will tell us if our voltage coming in is not proper. So if it's too much or too little, it will trip circuits. You know, sometimes things cause fires and stuff like that. And so this is actually really important. It has helped us out a lot of times, actually, to know. It'll tell you how much voltage is coming in from your outside power source. Here in the kitchen, we have another little control panel. We've got the water pump, which is not working at the moment, and this is our gas water heater. Anyway, so now we'll move into the kitchen, and we have lots of nice cabinet space. I have a little spice rack up here, but most of my spices go in this awful messy drawer right now. It's also a catch-all, and it used to look nice. I did have it organized, but you know, utensils and things like that. Sink, which is covered because it's full of dishes right now. And stove. microwave and convection oven. Lots more overhead storage space. This is all food. This is all food. This is book storage that we actually got from IKEA that we did not have in our last RV tour. It's really nice. Keeps a lot of just children's books in here for the kids to read. We have a turtle now, which we did not have on our last RV tour. And this is Sharpie, and he hangs out in the corner. This is his place. In our last RV video, we had these really awesome fruit hammocks that are an absolute piece of junk. So if you saw those in our last video, please don't buy them because they fall apart. As soon as your kid grabs one of them, they just snap. So right now we have this great solution of hanging bags on the hooks, but I'm actually going to make some new hammocks for them. I just haven't gotten around to it. I'm just going to use fabric, like a lightweight fabric. Here is our kitchen table. We also do have, we also do have an oven, a gas oven, so we can use convection or gas. These stools we got from IKEA, they're $5 a piece, and they are a godsend. We use them all the time, every night for dinner, every afternoon for lunch, and we'll use them also when we invite people over for meals. So here's our kitchen table, and this is how we all eat at it. It actually extends out. And so we'll put the babies in those corners back there, and the rest of us will sit, and all 7 of us fit around the table. It's pretty amazing. Then we have a double refrigerator, and it's not residential size like the ones in the newer RVs. It is double-sided, but it's very shallow, as you can see. And it's really hard to fit stuff in there. We have a lot of produce most of the time, and things like that that need to be refrigerated. And so this is often what a refrigerator unfortunately looks like. It's always crammed with different produce and things like that. And a freezer on this side, also very small. Doesn't fit much in it, so we do grocery shop often. And you'll notice that in our coach we try to use as many 3M sort of systems as we can rather than putting holes in things. So you'll notice I have a 3M broom hook. We hang our bananas and our fly swatter on 3M hooks. Here's another one hanging my little picture here. And we've got them, I mean, they're pretty much everywhere. 3M strips are amazing. They're so RV friendly because then you don't have to put holes in your walls. Which is a bad thing when you go to sell your RV. If people see holes in walls, they don't like it very much. So we use lots of 3M strips. Here's another one holding up our bibs. And this is actually held on by Quake Putty. We'll link that in the description. It's probably one of the best like RV like adhesive type of things that you can get. I'm not going to pull it off and show you, but it's kind of like a Play-Doh kind of stuff, but it's really tacky, and so you just put it on the back of things or like on the bottom of things. I need to get some new, but I used to keep my other soap dispenser, had it on the bottom, and we do that, and so when you go down the road you don't have to put all this stuff away. It just kind of sticks there, and it's amazing. Okay, and so here, before we go into the bathroom, we have our kitty's bathroom. It used to be a trash compactor in here. The previous owners took it out and put a trash can, but we moved our trash can under the sink, and it is now the kitty's personal powder room. So, and we have this nice little tea towel that keeps that closed off when friends are over. So here is our bathroom, which is actually a really large bathroom for an RV. We don't have any slides or anything to make spaces feel large, but our bathroom is just already pretty large. The first thing in the bathroom, we have another control panel. We've got some lights, we've got a water pump and a water fill, and then this is another light. We have a lot of nice space in here. We have a porcelain toilet bowl. We have a nice big open shower space, which also doubles as storage because we have our washing system in here. This is our bucket. and our washing wand. I will link the video up at the top. And then our spin dryer, which spins the clothes about 90% dry when they're done washing. And then I just keep random other potty training seats and things like that in there. Once again, lots and lots of cabinet space in here. And I don't know, not much to see there, just cabinets. And then we have 3 really huge closets also in this big bathroom. This one here keeps our linens, grocery bags, school stuff down there. And then this one is the boys' closet. Here we go. Big kids up top, little kids down the bottom. And then you'll see this black storage tote down here. We added this because we needed more storage for food. Because with a family our size and we do have a decent amount of cabinet space in the kitchen, but not enough to keep like bulk stuff for a family our size. So I do have this extra tote that holds food inside. And then finally this last closet here. Okay, and then the last closet here, and all of these closets are cedar lined. That's part of the luxury of this older motorhome. They're all cedar lined, which keeps moths and bugs and stuff out. So this is Trent and my clothes, our laundry hamper, bathing suits and things like that. Oh, this is our bathtub, which we no longer use, which we should probably get rid of because our little ones are now taking showers. But we still want to show it because this is such a great solution for a bathtub. It fits right in our shower space and it's collapsible. And then when you want to fill it up, you just uncollapse it and fill it up in the shower. And then when you're done, you just collapse it back down and hang it up to dry. And then when it's done, we would hang it in the closet. We also have an ironing board in here, which nobody even knows what that is anymore, so we'll move on. So here is our new bunk space that I shouldn't say Trent did it. I was gone in Virginia. He built this for the boys, and it's not fancy or anything like that, but they love it. It's their special place, and we love it because it gives us our own personal space up front at night and in the morning. So here we have Graham's bed. We have Camden's bed down here. Trent's gonna get in there for you guys to see close up what the bunks look like underneath. And we got this really nice little map rug on Amazon, I believe is where I got that. I will double check, and if it's on Amazon, I'll put a link down at the bottom. And then over there we've got obviously a little toy box and a television. Over on this side, we have Wrigley on the top, and we have Truman down here in the middle, and then we have Bennett down below, just like Camden's on the other side. Bennett is down in the lower bed. They have all kinds of cabinetry up in here. We actually haven't even filled the cabinets up yet. This is one they do have filled. This is our game cabinet. Very full and very messy because the boys are in it all the time. We play a lot of board games, so it never stays neat and tidy. But we play a lot of games, so we have a lot of game space. As you can see, there's completely empty cabinets, which is never a good thing in an RV. So we will fill that up, move some things around. You know, there's just all kinds of junk in here. There's a boys' room. They have their own, they each have their own drawer. There just happen to be 5 drawers in here, which is perfect because we have 5 boys. They each have their own drawer, and in addition to their closet space, it gives them plenty of room for their clothes. Also here in the boys' room, we have yet more control panels. We have our electrical boxes, breakers, amp, or what do you call these? Fuse box. We have a block heater that keeps our our engine block warm in the winter so that when we go to start the RV, it starts. We have the water heater. You'll notice I already showed you a water heater button out in the kitchen. That's the gas water heater. This is the electric water heater. Our coach also heats the water as we're going down the road through our engine. So when we get anywhere we're going, no matter how long we've been driving, we still have hot water because it's been flowing through the hot engine. And if we are taking showers and washing dishes and all of that and kind of depleting the hot water quickly, we can turn on both the hot water, or we can turn on both the electric heater and the gas heater, and it replenishes a lot quicker.
Yeah, that water heater is pretty awesome.
I've never had a cold shower in here. Have you?
Only when I go to wake up in the morning and go to jump in the shower and find out that one of the little boys now, because it's their room, decides they don't like that little red light on.
That red light. That, or, you know.
I'm like, turn the water heater off.
Yeah. Once again, the electrical panels and diagnostic panels and stuff are not in a family-friendly.
But we've taught our boys well. They're pretty good about it.
They're getting,
even with that, they're getting
much
better.
So, I think that completes our tour of the inside. There's not much. Like we said, we don't have any slides or anything like that. We have just enough space for us to live, and we love it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So there's the RV tour. Obviously, Siobhán did most of it. I just did the filming. And I did the outside tour. Yeah. So, I mean, if you guys have any questions about things on our coach, we absolutely love it. We know a whole lot more about it this year as opposed to last year when we did our first RV tour. And so hopefully we can tell you more about it too. Guys always want to ask me about the engine. So,
or technical things. Yeah, we didn't really go over much technical things inside, but
it's very functional for us. We really, really love it. And so if you guys have any questions, leave a comment below. Obviously, come and check us out every week. We post our vlog on Sundays. And we would love to see you there. We do a really awesome family adventure channel and show travel, discovery, and sharing every single week.
Yeah.
So, but with that, we will say thank you guys. If you like what you see, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and come on the journeys with us. And we're going to let you guys go today. So remember, we can make the world better.
I believe we can.
Bye.
Bye.